Hey there YouTubes, this is TS. I went shopping today and bought a bunch of food, so I thought I'd do a quick video showing what kind of food I got and show you the big lunch I made for myself. I've been so tired and out of it and sick for the last several years that mostly all I do is go through drive-thrus or buy pre-prepared frozen meals or just order out for pizza. So now that I've got more energy back and I'm starting to lose weight and feeling good, I've got to start cooking for myself, and I got a meal today that I cooked for myself, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll show you what I tried. So I've got basically my essentials. I've got mixed berries, so blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries. This is one of my major fruit and vegetable sources. They come frozen and they're pretty tasty. I got whole cashews, unsalted. These are a great snack, and they give me something crunchy when I need something crunchy. Another snack that I like is the mozzarella string cheese. There's no added preservatives or coloring or anything. It's just plain old cheese. And I got some sliced Tillamook cheddar and my cottage cheese. I eat that with the berries quite a bit. I've got eggs for breakfast. Got a little olive oil because I'm going to try some stir-fried chicken tonight. Got some chicken breast. Got some ground beef. Cheeseburger patties is one of my go-to evening meals. I just make about a half-pound patty and put a little of the sliced sharp cheddar on it with a little organic ketchup. I got some steaks. There's 3 steaks in there. Each one of those steaks is going to be, one good meal for me. And I got a bag of Granny Smith apples. I've got some Bosc pears. I might try to make like a pear sauce for some chicken dish that I want to make. I've got some tomatoes. I'm gonna eat these. I might just have a slice of these every once in a while. A slice of these on my cheeseburger patty. I might dice some up in my stir fry tonight. I got 1 garlic bulb. Never tried to cook with garlic before, but I'm gonna again try to maybe put one bit of that into my stir fry tonight. I got some broccoli. Again, might try and stir fry some of it and then steam the rest of it for a side dish with my hamburger patty. And I got some leeks, and I don't know what the hell to do. Alright, this is my little cooking experiment. What I'm going to be making is some chicken breast, stir-fried in with some tomato, some broccoli, some leek, and some garlic, with just a tad of olive oil. So I'm going to pre-saute the tomatoes, leeks, broccoli, and garlic a bit before I cook the chicken in it. And I put a half a teaspoon of olive oil in there, so I think that was about 30 or 40 calories of olive oil. And again, so right in the pan so far, that's about 100 calories. And then I'm going to dump about 300 calories of chicken in there and cook it up with it. As this was cooking, I decided I needed some more calories in there, so I added about 80 calories of cashews unsalted and another 40 calories of olive oil. Alright, the chicken's about cooked up, and now I'm just lowering the heat and simmering it a little bit so it cooks off a bit, and we'll see how this tastes. Alright, there's the finished product. It's about half a big plate of chicken and broccoli and tomato and leek and a little bit of garlic and a few cashews. And now for the taste test. Yeah, so in conclusion, it tasted pretty good. I ate the whole thing, and again, that was roughly 520 calories, which for me I'm aiming for somewhere around 1800 calories a day. And some days I eat 1,500 and some days I eat 2,000. But I mostly just shoot for around a 400 to 500 calorie meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then throw in maybe a couple hundred extra calories during a snack between lunch and dinner. And so I ate that whole plate of food, and it was roughly 500 calories. I really need to pay attention to how many calories I eat, because especially with things like chicken breast, you know, if I just made myself a chicken breast, well, a chicken breast may be like 150 calories, and let's say I put a little cheese on it, maybe get it up to 250 calories, and if I just ate that, then that's way too low, and what will happen is I'll reach a point where my subconscious starts going, dude, order a pizza, dude, order a pizza, and I'll let myself get too hungry, and I'll snap and eat something bad. So I got to make sure that you can sometimes really underestimate how many calories you're eating when you go on a diet, and that can be just as destructive for your diet as eating too many calories. So for instance, when I have myself a couple of cheeseburger patties, I know that that's around 500 or 600 calories. I weigh out my steak to make sure that it's not too big. When I have snacks like a piece of cheese or a mozzarella cheese stick, I know that those are around 90 calories. I know that, you know, the cashews that will fit in the cup of my hand, the whole unsalted cashews that fit in the cup of my hand, are about 120 calories. So once I've gotten used to counting calories and gotten a good visual on what a portion is, then I can just keep that rolling and keep that going, and make sure that I'm not letting myself get too hungry, or that I'm not overeating calories, which of course is also a bad thing. So anyway, it was a cool experiment, and it tasted pretty good. Next time I might add more tomato, and I might put the tomato in later in the cooking cycle, because I love tomato. And the leeks were very, very mild, so I might go with an onion next time. I'm not a strong onion fan or a strong garlic fan, but usually if you cook it, it's okay, so I might go with something stronger than a leek next time for that oniony taste. The broccoli, I over-steamed it before I put it into the thing. Next time I might just zap it a little in the microwave to steam it before I throw it in the stir fry. All in all though, it was pretty damn tasty. Another change I'll probably make next time is, instead of putting about 80 calories of cashews in it, I didn't really feel like I needed the crunchy. I might leave the broccoli closer to raw so that it adds some texture, some crunchiness, and then instead put maybe 80 calories of grated Parmesan on top to give it some more flavor, because I'm a sucker for cheese. And cheese is perfectly good for me, and a food that I want to have in my diet, as long as I keep track of the amount of calories of cheese I'm eating, because cheese is a very calorie dense food, as are nuts, as are red meat. But as long as I keep track of how much of it I'm eating and don't overeat it, then it's fine in my diet. The things I got to stay away from are grain. So for instance, while I was eating that, the thought of a big huge pile of white steamed rice under it, and then dumped a bunch of soy sauce on top of it, that was sort of circulating through my brain, and I can't go there. I can't have a big pile of steamed rice, because it hits my bloodstream with glucose like that. My insulin spikes. Next thing you know, after eating, I'm sitting there going, ugh, for a couple hours, and I'm hungry again almost immediately, so I've got to avoid that. Once I get my weight down to maybe under 200 calories, or under 200 pounds, maybe then I'll start throwing in some, 100% whole grain, brown rice kind of stuff in small portions. Once I get my insulin levels under control and get my blood glucose under control, then maybe Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and again, this is me just experimenting with food. I'm not much of a cook, so I'm just sort of making it up as I go along, but that's the kind of things I've been trying on my vacation during my Project 42 boot camp, where I'm trying to learn how to feed and exercise and get on healthy habits. Bye.